Well, hi, it's Gail the Planning Girl. Welcome back to my channel. Today I feel like messing around with these beads. And years ago, when my daughter was younger, we used to make jewelry, just costume jewelry like this for ourselves. And so I had a lot of jewelry making things, and this is what's left over. I ended up donating all of the jewelry making things that we still had to school because we just weren't using them and they were sitting around for a couple of years. So what I would like to do is make a tail for my Print Pression A6. I like how this is sticking out a little bit. I think I want my tail to be something like that. So I bought these beads at Hobby Lobby. I hauled them recently, and this is my cord. I was thinking about using the pink, but I'm also thinking I might use the dark navy. I could use the brown. So when I cut these beads are going to go everywhere. I should probably grab a bowl to put them in. Do I have any container in here? I don't think so. Let me go grab a bowl. All right, so here's a little bowl. And let's put these guys in. One landed on the floor. Okay. They're so pretty. So, I just want to, oh no, that might be too thick. Oh no, it should work. I think I might do the pink. So let's take my Print Pressions and measure around. So that's kind of nice. I think I would want, I want to make sure that I'm just going to cut it. There's going to be lots of extra. And see how this has kinks in it? If you just take and run the cord the opposite way, it'll help take that little kink out. So I'm just going to unkink the cording. So it is, I'm going to tie a knot on one end so I don't lose anything. It's Saturday morning about 7. I've been up for a couple of hours. And I don't know, I just felt crafty. I've been watching YouTube videos of other gals who have put their word of the year videos up. And I find that very interesting. Excuse me. And I think I'm going to have to film mine and just commit to it. I usually just commit to it in my mind, and I'm happy with it. But I think I will commit to it out loud to all of you. So that's looking fine. So I think I want this tiny one. I don't know if this tiny one's gonna go over or through. I really don't. And I'm holding this way up to my eyeballs. Yeah, this cord might be too thick. Let me see what happens if I cut it on a slight angle. Take off my glasses because I just cannot see. I may not be able to get this little one. His hole has some, it's not as clean. so tiny. I'm gonna go down and see what else I have in my craft room and see what else I could possibly use. Because I want more than just those two. I want to use, you know, the big one as well. So I'll be back. All right, so I came back up from my stash. I have this, which I thought would be nice. It's silver. I don't think it's gonna work. I just kind of did a little try and see. And I think it splits too easily. Yeah. And I thought, well, maybe I could do a needle with these. This is baker's twine, and that was a no. I really just don't think it's gonna work. I think I'm gonna have to go back to the store and get some sort of a heavier duty but thin metal, maybe. So yeah, the baker's twine might, but I don't think the eye of the needle will pass. Or the linen thread, I mean. So that was all a dud, and that project won't be happening. But when I go to town to get groceries later on today or this weekend, I'll stop in Joann and see if I can find anything. I will probably take one of these beads with me. I really am disappointed, you know, that you have such a nice bored hole here, but not here. I mean, why couldn't that hole have been bigger? But yeah, so that's a big fat bummer. I was thinking about putting my G on one of my cards. How would it be if I put it on a sparkle card? Should we just give it a whirl? I have two. So one project was a dud, but maybe the other one won't be. I don't know. That's fun. I kind of like that. That's kind of neat. I like that the purple's back there. I added a pen loop. This was from Simply Gilded, and I put a pretty pink pen from one of her sub boxes in there. I like the G, and I like the idea of putting it here and making it kind of, I like that it's yellow. How would it be if I put it on that one? Do I want to put a G on the pink? So I was going to put it on my, on one of those. I wish that didn't have those gems. This one's kind of pretty because it's rainbowy, but still you get the yellow in there. Ooh, that's kind of Gilded Beach, isn't it? let's live with that for a bit. All right, well, I'll be back in a moment. So it's been a week since, well, a little more than a week actually, since I made an attempt to do anything with these beads. And I looked in my Joann to see if I could find anything to help me string them that would be narrow enough. I'm hoping this clear jelly cord will work. If it doesn't, I'm going to decide that these big beads are a bust, or I might save them for a little while and see if my dad, he has all kinds of tools, can stick something down in there. I also have a couple of big paper clips over here off to my side. I might try making something with those. So this is jelly cord. I spent quite a bit of time looking in the Joann at all the different things they had for planners and planner charms. So I'm just hoping that this will work out. Let me grab my A6. And I just want to make sure that I can wrap around and dangle. So I'm going to add a little extra for knotting purposes. That's a lot extra, actually. It's probably too much extra. So I'm going to bring that up just a bit. We'll see how this works out. I've never made a planner tail before, so I'm double knotting that. And I have my beads. Let's see, should I zoom in a little just so that you can see a bit better maybe? Let me pull this guy out because I'm not working with him. I think I'm gonna end with one of these guys. And I need to take off my glasses so I can see the hole. There we go. Well, that seemed to work. And then maybe the silver. I think the smaller clear. So now I just have to see if I can find a pattern that I like. And that middle-sized one worked. Now, do I want to do, maybe I'll do the little, ooh, the clear pink. It's kind of pretty. And maybe another silver. I don't know, it's been a while since I saw them strung. So I'm not sure how I want them to look. Let's see if I can get it through this big honking guy. My end got a little bent. So we'll just trim them off and try it again. These big ones just are not drilled well. There we go, I got it through. That's pretty. And then I think I want to cap it off. Maybe, let's see, I think I'll use, I have another little one. Did I use that one yet? No. Let's cap it off with another silver. And then the pink, pinkish clear one. How's that? That's pretty. I like that as a tail. Isn't that nice? I don't know that my knot's staying very knotted. Makes me nervous that it's gonna break. So if I did that, and he hung out like that, yeah, that's more than enough. Because now, here's a question. Should I knot it here and then pull it out every time, or should I let it just be 2 loose strands? I think I actually want one more of these teeny little pearl type pink ones. And then I think I want to knot it so that they stay. Okay, so let's say I do that. Cut that off. That's pretty. I wonder how annoying that's going to be. Suppose I just do something here, because I've seen other planners. If I can get it up underneath. You zoomed in too far to see. No, I think you're all right. If I do that and let it stay there instead of going across the whole thing. All right, let's try. Let's try doing this side, and I'll show you when I'm finished. I thought I would stop and let you know. I'm going to load them on in this order, starting here, because keep in mind, this will be here, and this, where I'm currently loading, has to end this way. So I'm going to go from the top down. Now, before I tie my knot, I want to make sure that I am identical. And I am. So, keeping my hand here, I'm going to grab this and just put it around, let's say my monthly, for example. So if I wanted to hang down here, need to make my, I'm going to make my tail really close, as close to the bottom as I possibly can. Oh yes. And push those down. So here here's my string. I wrap it around. Do I like it? I do. He's a little bit danglier than I like him. He's kind of fun. I think the two of them together, however, are gonna bash each other. There's a little part of me that wants to it's pretty, that wants to cut that off and make a little one. Let's just tie a knot here too, because I don't want these guys going all the way to the top. I want the knot to be close to hold the beads from shifting too far up. Whoops. There we go. So that way they can't go past there. I'm gonna tie it again, just to make sure I have a double knot in there. There we go. All right, so that's fine. But here's something. Let's do something like this. I'm gonna do something small. Again, I'm gonna knot it. And I'm gonna put this knot close to the bottom. Do that again. I'm just messing around. I mean, I've never done this before. Just having fun with a little craft. There we go. Is that knotted twice? I can't tell if I knotted that twice or not. I may have missed the second knot. I want it really down there. Pull it. There we go. All right, so let's see what I have left. Let's end with this. And then let's put on this. And a big one. And another one. And then a big one. And then a little guy. I should have put two little guys at the bottom. Ooh, let's put this guy. Hold it. Change my mind. Let's put the little guy, then the space, then the big guy, and the two pinks. Yeah. This could be quite fun and relaxing. Now I know they make jewelry boards where you can lay out your pattern and play around with it before you actually, string your beads. Years ago, when my daughter was in probably upper elementary into middle school and high school, she and I, for activities, would make jewelry. And I think I was telling you in the other clip, but we stopped doing that. This one isn't. I might not use this one if he's not drilled properly. Anyway, she and I stopped doing that as an activity together, and so yeah. Well, that's cute. And you know what? I'm tempted to make it go like that. Of course, it doesn't really matter, does it? make it better. Like that. Or like that. Like this. I almost feel like the second one should be at the top there. Like 2 there. So anyway, I was thinking I would just use this as a little tail. And not, okay, I'm not sure where I stopped or cut off or whatever. The phone rang and I chit-chatted with my neighbor, and then anyways, so I ended up tying this into a knot, like a loop. I kind of like that. It doesn't hang as far, but that's kind of fun, just as a small tail. Let's see. Did I put it on the littlest one? Now, where the heck did I put it? Let me open to where I might have put them. Right here. Yeah. Now see, I feel like that knot's coming undone. There we go. I kind of like that one. I think I might live with this one for a little while and see what I think. Some extra that I pulled off. Now, like, I know it's still winter time, but I was thinking this guy, he's a charm that I had gotten just from, I think it was Michael's. Yeah. I could just hook him here and he would, oh yes. And he could live on there. Isn't that awesome? I like that. Yeah, look at that. That's just so cute. So yes, this is something I think I will definitely be putting on here. Ooh, now that I got them on, it might be tricky to get them off. Ooh, yeah, that's kind of tricky. But yeah, so I like that little, I made it as a little loop. And then I also have the bigger one, which I think is so pretty. What would happen if you just stuck it like down through the rings? I guess you could. That's a lot of dangles, isn't it? Oh, that big one's kind of pretty too. I feel like the big one should have just been by itself on a loop. I'm tempted to just make the big one by itself on a loop. Let's see. I'm gonna go back to the monthly. No, I was here. Let's just go to the monthly and see what would happen. Open this guy up. He's really full, and I actually took a couple bits out too, so that's just something. Let's put him there. Whoopsie. just grab these guys and put them over here. I feel like I need all 12 months at once. Move my weekly guy over too. All right, now, what do you think of that? He's definitely long. I think that that's probably just too long. Maybe I can shore up the... I know, I can put them on the second hole. If I put them on the first and second holes, would that make them be up higher? That's the ticket right there. Put them on the first and second holes. And then I like them there. Oh yeah, that's good. Huh, I made a little planter tail. And I'm just gonna throw this guy on because I like him. Let's see who or where. Maybe we should put him, you know, I don't want him next to this guy. Put him more towards the back. We'll put him here with Travels. Oh, that's cute. I think I might unknot my Mickey Mouse a little bit and let him dangle down a little farther. He is for my exercise. And I made a little knot in him so that he wouldn't hang too far, but let's make him a little narrower of a knot. My exercise ones are coming. I just ordered them. So, yes. How about it? There's all my dangles. Pink. Pink and fun. And I have another little set of beads to mess with another time. And I still have these little bits and pieces from a charm bracelet. This charm bracelet was not the highest quality charm bracelet. Obviously, you can tell it's all tarnished. And I don't think these little items were either from the pearl, but this puzzle piece and this one are definitely sterling. So I need to get those off and get the other ones on. So another project for another day. I'm going to keep all my little charms in my container here, along with that little guy, and keep him nearby. So let's try something else. I brought home from the store a package of these taller, these are just regular plain old paper clips, nothing fancy. I had purchased these big honkin' ones too. And I'm not sure that I want the big honkin' ones, which I had gotten from Staples. Let's grab one of these bad boys because Jeepers Creepers, this paper clip is almost the size of my planner. And I thought, like, if I clipped it, maybe I'll clip it. You know what I've seen, and this is what I thought about when I thought about these guys. That people just take these, and instead of clipping them to the elastic in the front, which I can do, you just put it right here on this, and you don't even have to undo it. You can just slip it in and get this guy on here. you know? So I thought about doing that. And I also thought about putting him on here, although again, this is, you know, silver hardware, and that's a gold clip. I have some clips in my cart at Amazon, but if you took the clip and you attached it to the paper clip off to the side here, for example, then let's say I want to document traveling. We're not going to do an airport or whatever. I just want this, my first day here. So if I clip all of this together, for example, then this guy would hang off to the side and you would have it there. See? This little dangly. He could be cute. If I didn't have the pen loop, he would have less things to bash into. So I feel like he might need a little extra. Suppose we attach something like that to the side. This just feels like such a big paper clip to me. So what about trying it out as a smaller paper clip? Because he's so big and thick, and this is such a delicate little planner, you know? Plus the silver paper clip and the silver tail match. So let's find where I was. I don't see us running around anytime soon. Something like that, perhaps. Somehow I'm getting him on backwards. Let's put him on forwards. Yeah, that's fun. I think if I had that there, it would be a little too much. On the side, yeah, I think that might be a little too much on the side. But I like him. He's cute. I don't want to hurt him. I don't know about keeping my pen there. And him. I don't want to hurt him. Let me think about it. I think these big guys are a little too big. So let me get another little one. Remember, I liked these guys here, and I thought if I just stuck it to the top, you could even like hot glue it, but I feel like I would need something on the other side. Suppose I did two, so it was double-sided. I thought about something like that and just making a little paper clip myself. And like I said, hot gluing. I also thought if I just got some of my own ribbon, maybe I should do that. I'm gonna go see if there's any kind of ribbon. What am I missing though? I have my weekly. See, I don't have one for monthly. I could put it on the side. Although, do I really need to see the month? If I kept this clipped, for example, that would be darn cute, wouldn't it? I like that sticking out like that. That is darn cute. Yes. So maybe I do need to go check out my ribbon stash and tie my own bow. Maybe I'll hot glue those. And I have these, which I think would look great if I hot glued them for the travel, perhaps. These could be the travel guy if I didn't want my dangly guy. And then that way they would not interfere at all with the pen. I might have to hot glue those on. I'm gonna have to do that. And I'm gonna check my ribbon stash and I'll show you what I end up with. So I went down and got my hot glue gun, and it's a mini one. It's actually a big mess, to be honest. I think when my daughter put it away last, she left a big wad of glue at the end, but you know what? It'll get hot and melt. I'm not that sussed. So I'm gonna have to unplug my camera because it was charging while I was filming, and I need that plug for this guy. And I'm going to use this scrap paper to rest it on while it gets hot. But grab this because I thought this would be pretty for the travel, or monthly, I mean, just because it's pretty. So actually, if you tie it backwards, the pretty side will stay out. So I'm going to tie the knot on backwards. There we go. Yep, perfect. All right, and now I'm going to make my loop on the right side, my loop on the wrong side, so that when I make the loop, it's on the right side again. And I'm just gonna pull it. And now I'm going to frou-frou my tails, pull the tails until I can frou-frou the bow about the size I want it. And I think it's gonna end about there-ish. So I'm gonna just cut this off the spool. This is not the best pair of scissors ever. And now I'm just gonna play until I have the size I want, which I think is about there. Yes, that's cute. And here are my tails being right side out, but they're a little long. Let me cut that tail. I need my better scissors, which are downstairs. I didn't think to bring those up. Let's cut this guy also at an angle. And if I put a little dab of glue, I would prevent the bow from moving, but let's pull these guys off and slip this guy on. Look how cute. Put his ends up. That is adorable. And now it goes right to January. I love it. That's perfect. I could just do that every month. But let's play around with, wow, that adhesive really adhered. So that might be okay for February, but I feel like I should just add a little bit of hot glue right there. Probably gonna burn myself because, you know, it's a hot glue gun. Why wouldn't you? So I put that dot there. I'm just gonna squeeze it for a moment. And I think that those guys are gonna stay right there. Yeah, I got them both. Good, so I'm gonna keep him for February monthly. That's fun. Now where's my travel one? I didn't really see any other ribbon that really I loved that I wanted to use that would work right now. All my ribbons are quite thick. So I'm going to glue this travel one together. I'm gonna pull this off. I think I can probably pull that. Yep. I'm gonna get a little bit of glue right there. piece off as well. I'm going to add just another dab of glue. And I'm going to add this side. I'm going to squish those two down. Now I know I have a string here, and that's fine. We'll let it cool and I'll just adhere it. I think that's it. I'm going to unplug my glue gun. Oh my word. Just so stoked. He's beautiful. I'm going to let this little glue, see that glob of glue came right off. I'm going to put my pen in the loop, and I guess maybe I'll put this down here. Nice. Look at that. I ended up using that hanger for my cleaning. I haven't filled it out yet and I need to. I added my book lover clip here to my reading log. I'm about ready to pull a new book, so I'll have to do that. And of course, my weekly is right here on Saturday. We did not have a coffee date. I have to make my cousin's card still. Haven't put my haul away yet. And I still need some planer clip storage. Man. And look, I wrote groceries and used a sticker. What a silly girl. Oh yes, and there's the bow I just made. Should we add a little dab of glue so he doesn't move, or just leave him? I think I'm gonna leave him. And the little 2 loops I just made for myself because I like the pink. Put this right around my planner. Love it. So I'm gonna keep this guy here for next time. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And if you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And I will see you next time. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye.